Tonight, we continue talking about learning English by yourself. Self-education is my favorite topic. And tonight we're going to talk about how to start. Let's go through checklist first. First, make sure that you have motivation. What does that mean? It means that you know that you really need English. No way you need it, or at least you know that you want it. You want it so much that you are ready to dedicate your time, yourself to it, or that you know that you won't give up. This is very important. No matter what, you won't give up because you need it, you want it, and you are motivated. Next, you have time. Time is the most expensive thing we have. Make sure that you have at least 15 minutes a day for English. So it means that you must make English your top priority. And also remember from the previous lecture that your level must be more than A. It must be B1, B1 plus, special of course B2. But if it's A level, you're not an independent user yet, not independent learner. You need some kind of guidance. And be careful, you can get frustrated because you'll start, then you understand that you just cannot do it because there's so much information, so many resources. You'll get lost and you'll say, English is not for me. So the tip number 1, choose the main resource. This is not something I hear all the time, and this is something that I haven't heard on YouTube or all these blogs, which I love, but they don't talk about this boring thing. What I mean by main resource, I personally like books, traditional boring way, and I recommend Cambridge resources. I like Cambridge books, especially because with this LMS system, which you can see here, this is the link, they have all the exercises online. I hate this paperwork, writing this. I prefer do it online. It's easy. There are free resources for something you will have to pay, but nevertheless, I think it's very user-friendly, and I recommend this resource. Teacher's guidance, so it's teacher, not the teacher as you probably understand that. So you go to English school 3 times a week and, get bored and this stuff. No, I mean that there's someone who gives you the guidance, who's supporting you. It could be online. It could be online teacher, online course. Next, do what you love or fall in love with English. It sounds fancy, not easy to achieve, but still, if you don't like learning English, if every time you force yourself, what will happen? Eventually, you will start hating it because this is not something you love. This is something that you push yourself to do that, and it will never work. I'll give an example. My husband needed English for his work, but he doesn't like learning languages. And every time I told him, all right, let's have a lesson, or let's read, or let's speak English, he was like, oh my God, I'm tired, or next time, I have a headache. But even if he had a headache, he watched tennis, or he was looking for videos about surfing on YouTube. And then I thought, all right, so you do this anyway, you like doing this, why not to do this in English? So watch the same videos about surfing, but in English. Watch tennis match, but in English, because you will understand it anyway. You love it, you know what they talk about. You can, any moment you can even switch to Russian channel and continue doing this in Russian. He started doing it, and in a while, he was like, all right, I understand that. That's fine. And he started looking up the words or grammar. So look for resources you like. For example, you like reading about philosophy, so read books about this in English. TV, books, anything you love. I love this resource, Lingua Leo. Probably you know about this, right? I think it's amazing because you can find pretty much everything. So you put what you are interested in, and then it's jungle, where is that? All the materials, right? You can choose your level here, beginner or intermediate or advanced, then you can choose the type of resource. Would it be video or audio or book? And what is amazing about this resource, that you have the material and then you have translation. And you can save the word you don't know, and after that, you can go back and train the word. And also you can save the material you haven't finished and return to it. It's like a game, right? There is a lion that you have to feed every day. It's like a game, and you feel responsible for this animal, and it makes you want to go back again. Number 3, have a diary. Well, this is something that helps you to organize your time, organize your learning, and make it more structured. So set goals there. For example, this week I want to read 10 pages in English, or I want to cover 10 exercises, or I want to learn 10 words. Take notes. For example, you like a website, so just fix it there. Oh, I like this, and I will go back later. Or you can take notes about YouTube channels. For example, I haven't finished this playlist yet, or I have already done this. And this will help you to be more structured, as I told you. And don't forget to celebrate your achievements. Number 4, find someone to practice with. This is number 4, but I would probably say that this is number 1. Because as far as you remember, language is about communication. So if you don't communicate, if you don't have anyone to talk to practice, it doesn't make any sense, because you will go to a country and you will get lost because you're not used to talking, to listening, and you won't be successful. All right, who I'm gonna practice with? I always say it's better to find a native speaker. Teacher is classroom settings, and this is something you feel comfortable there, right? So you know your teacher, you know that you will say it in Russian and she or he will understand you. That's fine. But native speaker is always a stressful situation, because they would probably they won't understand you, or you won't understand them. So I recommend to go and look for real English. All right. If we lived in Moscow, I would say go to Red Square and get someone. But in Vladivostok, it's a little bit more difficult. But still, we have foreigners here. Even at this university, you hear the speech and you can find. It's not easy for everyone just to approach a person and say, hey, I want to practice English. But probably you know someone who knows him or her, and probably you have something to offer. For example, you say, okay, let's do language exchange. I will teach you Russian, or I will help you with your homework, and let's do this. 1 hour we speak English, 1 hour we speak Russian. Or I can, organize a photo shoot for you. I don't know what you can do, what you can offer. Couchsurfing. This is the resource. It's very contradictory, because you can meet weird people there, and it's not that super safe, but still it worked for me. This is a website and application too, where people travel all over and they share accommodation. So they are ready to accept people, strangers, pretty much from anywhere. So you just go to a country and put the information. I'm Julia, I'm from Vladivostok, I'm going to visit London next month. There are many options. So first they can host you, so you can go directly to their house and spend there a week or a day. Also, there's an option just to meet up. So you just meet up, have coffee, chat, or probably they will show you around, something like that. The idea behind this is that the world is for us, and we are strangers, but at the same time, we're not enemies. We are friends, and we are ready to help. We are ready to be together. We want to share experience, cultures, languages, and this worked perfectly for me. I made so many friends there. Still, I'm in touch with many of them, even now. And I used this source for learning Spanish when I was on my maternity leave, and I was sitting at home with my daughter, had nothing to do, and I was just hunting for the people. Look here, this is from today. A guy from Hungary, a guy from Australia is coming in August. Oh. Then a girl from Korea and someone from Japan. You can just write them and say, hey, I have free day. I can show you around. I can show you Russian island, or what do you think about having coffee? Well, if they never respond, that's fine. You don't lose anything. But if they respond, okay, let's do that. Because, well, some of them, many of them travel and they don't know anyone here. I think I met up with maybe around 20 people. We spent brilliant days. My daughter was happy and I improved my Spanish a lot. All right, there is also another source, interpols.net. This is even more dangerous. The idea behind this is language exchange. So you put information about yourself. I'm learning English. I'm like anything you want. I like, my hobby is this. I don't like this and that. People have profiles like on Facebook. And the website matches you with people who are learning your language. And you just start chatting, saying, oh, hi, I would love to learn English. I know that you're learning Russian. Let's do language exchange. But the problem with this site is that it was before, what is the Tinder? It was before Tinder. And for many people, it was like Tinder. And there are so many perverts there, especially if you're a beautiful Russian girl. Oh my God, be careful with that. I'm not a racist. My husband is half Korean. I love people from all over. But, well, it doesn't sound nice, but I would recommend you to block some countries. Sorry for that. Maybe you just leave the countries like the United States, Canada, Australia, people you're really interested in. This is a great resource, but be careful. And finally, Busu, you write an exercise and other people check it. So you wrote something about your family, any topic, and then people correct your mistakes and you correct theirs. And it goes like exchange, then you can contact them in private message. And actually, I know a couple, a guy from Peru and a girl from Ukraine. They are married now and they met each other there. Such a story. All right, number 5, online courses. This is something I love. There are so many great platforms. You can register for a course and study there for free. And there is an application too. It's very, very comfortable. I love edX. Then Udemy. This is something new for me. But the logic is the same. Coursera, Future Learn, anything you want. You can find free courses. You can pay, all right, you can pay $10 for a course. I don't see a problem because you will pay more to a tutor. So iTunes U, I love it too. And you can actually go to your favorite university, the college of your dream, and find free online courses there. You just don't know about this. Try it. I will show you Udemy, because this is the platform where I have my own course, Spanish for Beginners. I love it because it's in Russian, and probably it's easier for you to work with this, because you choose any course you want, any course. So I have Spanish course for beginners because I was trying to understand what is there before creating my own course. Categories, discounts, everything you want. Mobile applications. It cannot be your main source because it's more like a game. Well, instead of going to Facebook every time you go to bathroom, you probably better use applications like Duolingo, all this word games and the stuff. But I use it for dictionaries. I will show you, my favorite are this. I like this. It's simple, easy to use, always with me. I like Multitran too because there are many contexts. Even though you can find some weird translations which are not from English language, but anyway, I love this, and this is for Spanish, still great. Language settings on your phone is a great idea. You have it in Russian, probably switch to English. It will help you. You will learn automatically about 100 words at once. So it's just a free resource. And you won't get lost because you know how to use your phone, right? Number 7, focus on your weak points. As you remember, yesterday we talked about 4 different areas in language acquisition. It was reading, grammar and vocabulary, then listening, speaking, writing. For example, if you can read perfectly, you speak well, you're fine with this, with everything, but you don't hear what they say, you don't understand, you must train your ear. And the best way, I think, is podcasts, listening podcasts. I just love it because the same, you can find everything you want. I have problem with falling asleep. Podcasts just save my time because I just go to bed, listen to podcasts about an hour or half an hour. I have fun. So I recommend this. iBooks, I hate reading. I personally hate reading, but with iBooks, it's easy, it's always with me, and what's good about iBooks that you can translate the word. If you don't know the word, you just press and see the translation. Great. Memorizing vocabulary, well, I will tell you a secret. I have never memorized vocabulary. Some people just have a list of, I would never learn Chinese, I know that, because I cannot memorize things. They have this list and they learn, okay, all right. Oh, they have cars and their refrigerators and the stuff. It never works for me. How I learn vocabulary. I just meet the word one time, I fixed it somewhere, maybe even in my phone or somewhere, and I don't translate it, I don't do anything with this, but I say to my brain, this word exists. Next time I meet this, I try to understand the meaning from the context. And when I meet this word third time, I remember it. So for me, it's a context method. I know people who have different methods. Do what you prefer, but it must work. If you know that you spent 3 hours learning this 100 words and you don't remember anything, try to change the method. Yeah, this is my applications. You see educación in Spanish, education. What I do in my phone, iTunes U, podcasts, iBooks, Bible. I'm a Christian. I love listening to Bible, and Udemy here. That's how I educate myself. Number 8, find out what works for you. I've just told you what I think about this, right? Associations, grammar games. There's a guy, I don't know what's his name in English, Julia Frank method. So what, I don't like reading, but with this guy it's more fun because his method is that you don't have to translate every word. He gives you, 3, 5, 6 sentences in a language, and then translation, but every word or phrase, he translates it. You don't have to, use the vocabulary dictionary. Yeah, you just read, okay. If you don't want, you just cover this and read in English. If you have problems, you have translation. Some people say it's bullshit, but I like it. It helps me. Rosetta Stone, well, for some people it's okay. I don't know. Just try to find your method. Next. Oh yeah, my favorite. All right, money is always a problem, but look guys, especially for students, there are so many opportunities, scholarships, exchange programs. Just go online and find something. Even at this uni, there are so many studying abroad programs, exchange programs. Just don't be lazy, just be persistent, just ask around, what should I do, what can I do? Volunteering, like in Thailand or in developing countries, they would accept your B1 level and you can be teacher. Go abroad because this is the great opportunity. Not even to English-speaking country, no. They cannot speak Russian, you will use English and it will help you. When I was 17, I wanted to go abroad that much that I told myself, all right, the whole year I won't buy clothes to myself. I have enough, I will wear it all year, but in the end of the day, I'll save money and I'll go to the cheapest country I can. It was China. It was cheap at the times. And I was so happy I saved for this. And I didn't have opportunity, but I still went there, and that's how all my 30, 40 countries started. So, or let's think about this. If you don't buy coffee every day, you will save $3 every day. 365 days. How much money you have? $1,000. You can get pretty much everywhere in this money. Just set a goal and go for it. The last and maybe the most important, don't start on Monday. Oh, I'll start, yeah, I will. No, close this presentation, go home and open YouTube online course. Check it out. Try to find someone. Do it now. I'm not saying just write a program for you, no, but start doing at least something, and I wish you luck. Thank you.